Okay, so we are going to learn how to draw using a drawing technique that is known as single point perspective. In order to prepare your A4 piece of paper for this, first of all, just to clarify, you will be working on the page in landscape. That is so that it is a long way going from left to right. And I'm going to ask you to draw a line to begin with, going from one side of the page to the other. There's approximately in the middle. Make sure this line is drawn nice and lightly. Then, approximately in the middle, put a mark so that you can turn that into a small cross. Now, we're going to draw a 2D shape in the bottom left quadrant. So just the bottom left quarter by here. I'm going to draw around this little card rectangle here, but you may wish to do the task by drawing around a ruler, or drawing using a ruler, I should say. So this should still be done very lightly. And now we've got this two-dimensional rectangle drawn by here, and we're going to use this cross in order to turn this into a 3D shape. This cross is known as a vanishing point, so I'm just going to write VP by there. Okay? The line going horizontally across your page is known as a horizon, so I'm just going to write an H by there. So, first thing I'm going to ask you to do is place your pencil in the center of that cross that you've previously drawn. Take your ruler and rest it up against your pencil. Then join it up to the top left corner, so this corner, or the top right corner, I'm sorry. So the top right corner by here of that rectangle that you've previously drawn. And join it up to the vanishing point by drawing a nice and light line. I'm now going to ask you to repeat the task using this bottom corner, so place your pencil on the vanishing point, get your ruler, join it to the bottom right corner and draw the line nice and lightly. And again, repeat the task using this corner by here, so the top left corner of the rectangle. And again, pushing very lightly. Okay, so you've got this the shape going on here now. We now need to give it a material thickness, or an object thickness. That will involve us drawing a parallel line to the original rectangle that you've drawn. In order for us to do this, we will line up the ruler on the top line. I'm going to drag it up slightly, so that I can then join up the two diagonal lines, the two perspective lines. Now, I need to draw a line that is vertical from here to here. Therefore, that line is going to be parallel to this line here. So if I take my ruler, drag it across the page to the right until it meets that point there, I'm going to join it up nice and lightly. That there is your shape, but we don't need these lines by here, here and here. So I'm going to take my rubber and I'm going to rub out those lines. Then thicken what remains. So I'm going to start off by doing the whole perimeter of my cuboid. And then the inner lines. Like so. Okay, next task, I'm going to ask you to draw a rectangle, roughly the same size, so that it intersects this horizon line. So again, I'm going to draw around my little card template. You may use a ruler. And this time, we're going to join up this corner to your vanishing point, nice and lightly. Then I'm going to join up the top right corner to the vanishing point. I would not need to join up these corners here. This is because I'm drawing a solid object, and if I was to draw a line from there to there, in fact, I wouldn't see it. Therefore, I don't need to draw it. All I'd need to do is add my material thickness using the parallel line by dragging my ruler to the right hand side and join up the two perspective lines there. And as I did with my previous cuboid, I'm going to join up the lines like so, or go over the lines around the perimeter and then thicken the line in the middle. Okay, and the final task for this short video is for you to repeat the task again on the top. So by drawing using your ruler or your template, a nice light rectangle, then join up the lines from the top corner to the vanishing point, and from this corner to the vanishing point, and from this corner to the vanishing point, then using the parallel lines of the original cube, or the original rectangle, I'm sorry. So just dragging the ruler slightly down to draw the horizontal line, then positioning my pencil on the end of that horizontal line in order for me to slide the ruler to the right, join up for my vertical line. And I can thicken the perimeter once again so that I can then rub out the unwanted lines in a moment. Okay, so what I've got here is a cuboid drawn below the horizon. Therefore, I can see the top of the object. I've drawn a cuboid above the horizon. So remember, the horizon is the line going through the middle of the page. So I've drawn it above the horizon. Therefore, I can see the bottom of the object. And if I draw an object that is intersecting the horizon, I would not see the bottom or the top of the object. I would just see the side. Please have a go at doing these 3 different views of an object, and I'd like you to try to fill the page with as many cuboids as possible.